Hi everyone, and really pleased that you're here. Now, I've got your attention. We're going to be talking about getting this particular thing right with your blogging, or don't even bother. Um, those of you that know me and followed our accounts for some time will know that we're massive into our blogging. We run the 30-day business blogging challenge. Link somewhere if you want to come and join for free. But that isn't what this is about. What this is about today is talking to you about making sure that your efforts are get the result that you're looking for. What I mean by that is when you blog for your business, when you write content for your and good quality content, not just any old nonsense that you've knocked out in Chat GPT and thought, you know what, that'll do, but really good quality content. That's only part of the story when we start to talk about how we use blogging as an effective tool for our business. And this is where most people will get to the point and they'll write loads of blogs and then they'll go, oh, you know what, this just isn't working for me because nothing's happening. So in this particular video, I'm just going to go through with you what you can look at to make sure that it's working hard for you and for your business, and that you get the results that blogging can generate for your business. Now, how do I know this works? Because we've done it for more years than I care to count. We've done it before. Really, WordPress was even a thing, which is what a lot of people use now, but there's other places that you can blog on. But what we want to do is we want to make sure that it gets the attention that it deserves, because we write blog content for a whole heap of different reasons. It's rarely is it just promotional stuff, as in come and buy my stuff. We don't do it for that. We do it to build authority, to build up an authoritative site. So if somebody's looking for your service and they're looking for the first part of the awareness stage within any buying process is understanding who's good at what it is that I'm looking for help with, we do a lot of it for that, and therefore it needs to be found when people are searching. So we need that connection between where we blog, normally on our website, because it's the place that we want to really be found. We don't want our LinkedIn profile. If it gets found, that's great in LinkedIn, but in the search, we really want them coming to our own site. And then what do we do, and how do we make sure that that happens? Because we need to ensure that this content is being indexed correctly and being found properly. Now, there's multiple ways to do this, and I'm not going to bore you with the intricacies of how to do complete optimization within a site, because your eyes will glaze over and you'll just be like, oh, God, this is just doing my nutting. But there is a process that you need to go through. Now, we did a website review for someone recently, and they're an avid blogger. They've done thousands of blog posts, hundreds upon hundreds. And they said, look, I'm not getting a lot from my site. Can you take a look, see what's going on? So we had a look, and we realized 95% of their content was not indexed in the search engines, which is criminal considering the amount of content that they've created. So we have a duty to make sure that we promote the blogs that we write. Now, there are a number of ways to do this. So let's first look at the search engines. We want to make sure that we've got our site set up correctly for when we optimize our page, our blog post, that it gets submitted into Google. And if it doesn't do it automatically in your site, and your developer will be able to tell you whether this happens or not, or you should know if you're managing your own site, then you need to do it manually. But you need to make sure that that process is in place. We can't just hit publish and pray that it gets indexed, because it doesn't always happen. In fact, it rarely happens that way. We need to tell the search engines, you know what, this blog post exists. Come and have a look and get me indexed within you as a search engine. So that's the search engine side of it. Now, of course, we also need to promote, because everything we do online is joined. It's all connected in together. So we may go on to LinkedIn, we may go on to Facebook, we may go on to X or whatever it's called these days, or Threads, or I don't know, wherever you want to go, Instagram, and we want to promote what we do. So the content that we're giving away for free, the information, that really cool stuff that you've spent ages writing and putting together to help somebody with something, we want to make sure that we're promoting it out on there to get our traffic back into our site. The more they stay on our site, the longer they read stuff on there, the better it is. So it has a dual effect, as in get it into the search, get it indexed, get it out social, get people reading it. Now, that sounds really simple, but most people don't bother. Or they'll share a link once and go, look at this cool post that I've just written, and you'll all love it. And then they just forget about it for the end of time. Yeah, it's probably something they've put their heart and soul into, and it's a really useful piece of content. So the two things you need to think about with this is, and I'm going to add a bonus thing on the end, make sure that you have a process for getting your blog posts indexed and found by the search engines. If it's automatic, i.e. you press publish, you've got something on your site that will automatically index it. Check with your developer, you should know what that is. If you haven't, make sure you know how to manually do that. The next part is make sure that you're promoting it out on social channels as well. You don't need to put it out on every channel if you don't want, if you're not operating on every channel. If you're just a LinkedIn person, which is absolutely cool, I know lots of people that only use LinkedIn, then put it out on there, and that will help you. Now, I will give you a bonus website tip here, and it's been something that's really been playing on my mind recently. As we're marketers that build websites, ultimately that's what we do. We are marketers first, and we use all the mediums that we have available to us to get that message out, to use attraction marketing, inbound marketing for people to come to us because they find what we want, and then we take them where we need to take them. There is a growing trend of people putting their social media links at the top of their websites. Now, if this is you and you've just had one done, firstly, ask your developer, why did you do that? Secondly, remove it, put it at the bottom. The reason being is if we take them from the search engine, or we take them from a social media link, post, whatever, and we bring them into our page, and we've brought them onto maybe a blog post, maybe we've put them into the home page or wherever it may be. The last thing we want to do is immediately go to them, oh, hey, look, here's our social media channels. Go off and click on that, and then you're going to leave my website. Well, it makes no sense. I don't know why it's becoming a thing right now, but it is. But we need to make sure that those social media links go right at the bottom, if at all, on the home page, or maybe on a contact page as a last resort, but certainly not in the header and the menu section of every page of a website. It's complete insanity as far as I'm concerned. If any web developers are watching this and they've got a really good reason for doing it, then do let me know. I'd be interested, but I've not found one yet, and I've not found a web developer that can give a good reason. But as I say, as a marketer, we bring them from outside and we bring them into our site. We want to keep them in our site and navigate them around to what they need to find out. Now, whether that's product or service, an opt-in, a funnel, an extra training, whatever it is, that part isn't so important at this stage. But what we don't want to do is get them into our site and go, right, off you go back out of our site again and go off to Facebook or wherever it is. So think about that and whether that's affecting your site, because that may increase your bounce rate. So people coming in and leaving straight away because they've come in and gone, oh, Facebook, I love Facebook, click, gone. So that will make your bounce rate go up because people are not staying on your site, which we want people to do. So that's your tip for today. So get that right. Make sure that you are getting it right, that you are getting indexed in the search, and then you will find with consistent blogging that everything starts to work with you. Of course, if you want to join the Business Blogging Challenge for free, and we give loads of information around all of this, and I believe we even show you the process of actually manually getting your content into the search engines, then feel free to go and follow that link and to join the many people that are going through it right now. There's been thousands that have gone through it already, but there's quite a lot going through it right now, as this is the new version of the Business Blogging Challenge, and it's free, so there's no cost to you. Then feel free to pop along. We've got a lovely little group of people that are going in and sharing what they're doing, so you get to see what other people are doing as well. And of course, Sarah and I and the rest of the team are there as well. So come along and join in. Nothing to lose, everything to gain. Thanks, everyone. See you soon.